Hey guys, welcome back to GoneWithTheWhisk. Today we are making a Tex-Mex veggie bowl, okay? So we're going to add in some sweet potato, some onions and peppers, corn, some Rotel, black beans, garlic, and then just a little bit of peanut butter for creaminess and a nutty flavor. Trust me, it sounds weird, but trust me. Some Sazon seasoning, and some Montery jack cheese. Okay, so let's get started. I'm using frozen veggies except for the black beans and the Rotel. You can use fresh, you can use canned, do whatever you like. I'm using mainly frozen, so I don't have to cook like a whole can of corn or a whole, sweet potato. I can do custom amounts to make just enough for me, or make enough to have a couple meals with, but not make like a whole family's worth of food, So just do whatever, works out for you. But let's get started. Everything tried to roll away. Alright, so we're going to take our skillet, turn that on kind of a medium-high heat, and add in just a little bit of vegetable oil just to start heating up. Alright, and while that goes, we're going to open up these cans over here. I say that. Wash my can open real quick. I forgot to grab that before I started. Alright. A little water on my hand. It's not quite hot enough yet, so we're just going to let that keep cooking. Alright, now Rotel, open that up, and if you don't have Rotel brand where you live, this is just diced tomatoes with like cilantro and some peppers, a little bit of limes in this particular one, I think. Black beans. It has a pop top, so it's a little easier for us. Open that up. And then while this is heating up, I'm going to take these black beans and rinse them off really good. Get that thick juice out of it. Over here. Alright, so I rinsed that in a colander in the sink. I'm just going to let it sit there and dry. Let's see. Okay, close, but not quite there yet. Bring over our veggies. Part of these bags. I'm not going to use the whole bags. So we're going to use, however much looks right. Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. My dryer is running at the other end of the kitchen. Alright, so this looks like it's about ready. let's go ahead and add in some of our peppers and onions. I'd say about a cup and a half worth. We're going to let that start cooking. While that's going, I'm going to add in some of our corn. Probably about half a cup. Oops, bit of onion skin in there. Pull that out. There, you can see a little more. I'll turn this heat up just a little bit to get us really cooking. Yeah, I use a lot of frozen veggies, so as they start to thaw and cook, there's going to be some extra liquid in here. That's okay for these purposes because we're going to mix our seasonings with that liquid, and it'll help flavor everything as the liquid cooks out. So actually I'm going to take this can of Rotel and just dump it all in, juice and everything. We'll just let all of that cook together. Alright, heat up a little more and get this out of our way. I'm going to wait a minute before I add the sweet potato, so I don't want it to overcook. Although I don't think it'll go too fast. Going. Let's go ahead and add in our black beans too. No, my store was out of frozen black beans. I probably wouldn't have added quite so much just because it's so bulky. Adds a whole can adds, a lot of food to this dish. So if you can find, if you're just cooking for like one or two people, look for the frozen veggies. That way you don't have like a huge vat of food at the end of this recipe. Okay. Let that go a minute. How has everyone's weekend been? Let me know in the comments what y'all have been up to. My weekend was not too crazy. I worked. A friend had me come over for invited me for a game night at their house. Saturday night. Hung out with them for a while, and that's really all I've done so far. Trying to catch up on laundry, so I've got somewhere to be in just a little bit, and videos to cook, so I have to run the dryer while I'm cooking, otherwise nothing would have got done. Okay, so I went ahead and added in our packet of Sazon seasoning. You can use pretty much any like Mexican seasoning or even taco seasoning, but Sazon brand's pretty good. It's what feeds like Mexican rice or rice at a Mexican restaurant. That's typically what they season it with. We've got a lot of liquid in here that's going to cook out. But all of that seasoning is mixed in with the liquid, so it just distributes the seasonings throughout the whole dish. So let's go ahead and add in the sweet potato. And this is already diced. So we're just going to add in, I'm thinking, a decent amount. Actually, we're going to add in this whole bag. It's not as much in here as I thought it was. And since we have a lot of everything else, like all the sweet potato would be good with it. It's getting kind of hard to stir. I guess I need to get some more different sizes of skillets and stuff. We're just going to let this start cooking. Because really, most of this is cooked. I mean, it's all edible. We just want to cook down the sweet potato and kind of the onions just a little bit. The beans and the corn and tomatoes and everything's already good to go. So we're just letting all this heat up, the sweet potatoes cook through, and then all the flavors just meld together. So now we're going to add our weird ingredient, the peanut butter. But y'all just trust me, okay? I see this in a lot of Latino recipes. Maybe not really authentic. A lot of it's like with vegetarian recipes, we're trying to get like a creamy sauce or something. Or like vegetarian recipes with sweet potato in it. We try to make it all a little bit creamier. You add the just like a tablespoon or two of peanut butter to it. This helps bring out the flavor of the sweet potatoes and adds just a rich creaminess. But you don't really say, oh, that's peanut butter. You can't taste what it is. You just taste that it helps the dish. So I'm adding 2 big spoonfuls here. I'm just gonna stir that in. We'll just let that melt into the liquid there. And just keep giving it a little stir. Alright. This is looking pretty good. All that peanut butter's kind of just melted in, creating a bit of a sauce. We're just going to let this just keep cooking down, get rid of some of that liquid. And while it goes, we're going to add in some garlic. Okay. You don't want to add your sorry. You don't want to add your garlic in too early because then it'll burn while everything else is cooking. But you can go ahead and start add some in at this point. Just gonna give it a good stir. Oh, that smells so good. Like all these different flavors and smells just combining to make something really, really good. And once this is cooked, you can freeze it and just freeze it in portions and just pull it out, pop it in the microwave, or pop it out, put it in the fridge the day before you're gonna eat it, the morning before or something, and then heat it back up on the stove like this if you wanted. It'll be quick and easy, and with lots of like protein and different vitamins in here, so it's nutritious. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit lower though. I'm burning some of that peanut butter onto the pan. All right. Let's see if this potatoes cooked through yet or not. It is. All right. Looks like everything's cooked. So what we're going to do now is turn this off. Then let's set this aside, let it cool just a moment. Gotta clean up some of this. Hot. Alright. Now we're gonna bring the cutting board back over and finish up. Alright. Now, here is our cheese we're going to add to this as a garnish. So let's find a little plate. Alright. So, just going to add a big scoop here. And I'm using a little Montery Jack cheese. You can use, pretty much any kind of cheese, but I think Montery Jack works best with these types of dishes and these flavors. Just add a little bit on there. You could mix it into the sauce and everything. It would just make it really cheesy and stringy as you're trying to eat it. That's just up to you. So now, whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's do this instead. Whoops. That is really good. Get all the flavor of the seasonings and the different veggies. The texture of it with that peanut butter almost gives it a like a refried bean texture almost. You definitely do not taste peanut butter, but it just tastes very, Tex-Mex kind of Mexican food. This would actually be really good inside of tacos. Instead of adding meat, add this, and then your lettuce on top. That would be really good. And that's what I may actually do with some of this leftover. It's very good. But yeah, this is very good. Lots of good things for you in the different ingredients. It's very easy, and it took one pot. Okay, we messed up. We turned it up one skillet and one spoon. and a colander for the black beans. That's it. Okay. So this is super quick, super easy, and really tasty. And like I said, I'm going to use this as some tacos. Put on a tortilla with some lettuce, some more shredded cheese on top, maybe some guacamole or something. That would be really, really good. But it just as like a veggie bowl, it is delicious as is. Thank you guys for watching today. If you have any friends who like to cook or bake, tell them about my channel. I'd love to have them join us here. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Likes and comments tells YouTube that people enjoy my videos, and that more people might want to see them, so they kind of push it out to more people. Also, shout out to my channel members, Cheryl, for subscribes to my videos, for some behind-the-scenes content. And anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.